Hey, you guys, my name is Stella Kittrell.
And I'm Lisa K. Satchell.
And welcome to the Repost podcast.
We in here.
We're your girls.
Per.
You like how I changed that up?
It's your girl. Remember 106 in Park? Be like, what's going on, guys? Your
Wait,
face immediately looked like Roxy.
Roxy. I knew it was something cool. She was hot, right?
Yeah, all of them were.
Hot, right? I do remember this, like, I was really young, but I do remember watching 106 in Park with my cousins, and this girl was, like, really hot. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that says more about me than I'm letting.
Well, she's married to a man. So.
Hey, man. Good luck, babe. Somewhere. I never can reference Chappell Roan with you because Chappell Roan's become a segment. Like, do you know what I meant when I said good luck, babe, right now?
I thought you were just wishing me luck.
No, so good. Well, when girls say good luck, babe. So there's a song called Good Luck, Babe. And the whole essence is that she was in love with this girl, but this girl couldn't be gay. Like, she was like, I can't do it. And so she marries this guy. And the whole song's about how she's going to have to deal with that with the rest of her life. Because, like, one of the lyrics is you're going to have to stop the world to stop the feeling. So good luck with that. Because this is who you are. And you're choosing not to accelerate or, like, embrace who you are. So good luck with life. Because I'm always going to be in the back of your mind.
Yikes.
Right. And so now, like, in instances like that, like if people post TikToks, they'll just comment, well, good luck, babe. And like, that's the whole thing. Your Chappell tidbit for the day.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, I'm excited. Lisa, someone actually had a very good submission for your middle name. And I believe they said Lisa Catherine Satchell.
That's not it.
Dang. All right, I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna shout out who it was because I want to make sure that they get their full.
I did see that comment.
Yes,
but I forget who it was by too.
Let's give it.
Shout out to you, girl, because she's actually a consistent watcher. So I wish I remembered.
You know, we have Mrs. Satchell in the building today.
Oh yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
I could slide by and say, hey.
Oh, my mom. My mom is here. Yeah. Not here, but in the vicinity. She would just tell you. She doesn't know the bit. She'd be like, yeah, she would straight up.
Okay, that was Taraya Hall, 7526. So shout out, girl.
Unfortunately, you were wrong, but I do thank you for trying.
Okay. I really just want it to be chrysanthemum with a K. I think that's iconic with a K.
You should make that for your child. Could be whatever chrysanthemum Kittrell. That's kind of dope.
I get one more chance. Lisa, I already said Carlisle. Hold on. Lisa Kirby Satchell.
No, but that's cute.
Right, Kirby. It's like I feel
Fully loaded.
I feel like you drive a Beetle. Yeah.
Oh, it's Herbie. First of all, we're both wrong. Definitely not Kirby. But that is a cute name. But no, that wasn't it.
Well, actually, wait. Someone did ask a question. She's like, Alicia. Wait, I want to shout out Alicia TV because you were like an avid watcher and you come with the most fire questions, and I just wanted to take a moment today to answer one of them because you are very involved every episode. You are commenting, you are involved, you want to know more, and we love you for it. So this is just a fun question, I guess, and I feel like we've gone over this on the pod, but maybe more as friends. And she asked, do we miss Hollywood?
Honestly, sometimes absolutely not. I miss the creative fun parts, but same. Then there are other times where I'm like, I don't, you know what? Actually, this exists in anywhere you work. People always trying to prove themselves and feeling like they have to one up you to be better. Yeah. Like, I don't miss that, but I do recognize that does exist in all people. It's not just Hollywood.
Which was a learning curve for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't miss that. I do miss, I wouldn't say Hollywood specifically, but like Los Angeles. I do miss the weather. I miss going on hikes. I miss going to the beach. So I missed parts of it, but then when I was there, I missed my family a lot. So I'm glad to be around them.
Type. Yeah, literally opposite coasts.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. That's how I feel. Also, I do miss dry heat because that humidity, dog.
Yeah, my hair was fly in LA,
and I didn't have allergies, like seasonal allergies. Didn't have them in LA.
True. Did you ever feel that just like dystopian thing about 72 and sunny every day?
What do you mean?
That drove me crazy. The fact that it was 72 and sunny, like no seasons.
I had no problems.
I did. I felt like there's a movie, Smile, I think, where they live a loop of a day, and that's what I started to feel like. I was like, every day I'm waking up doing the same thing.
I didn't experience that.
I do miss Hollywood. So surprise, I'm moving. Woo! Me and my husband are ready to go be married and live in our own space and whatever that's gonna look like. And I did question if I would go back, and I think it's up for question. I think there's some pending things why I wouldn't just jump there right now, but I do miss it. And I was like, what do I miss about it? And I said, I miss feeling like I live like I'm on vacation. I miss feeling like I'm on vacation 24/7. There is like a light, like a weight off my shoulders, feeling like I'm in paradise every single day.
Yeah.
And a lot about Hollywood made me feel like that. And I miss creatively, I miss the access. That's one thing that was a culture shock, is like there are so many creatives in Maryland, DMV area, but they do work 9 to 5s too. So in LA, if I needed a photo shoot tomorrow, got everyone I need for production. To here, it's like, oh, we could do it Saturday, and then it's just not as convenient. But I do miss it. I don't miss the chemicals in the air. I feel like there were a lot of chemtrails in LA, and I do feel like I was sick in LA all the time. If you go back and watch any of my personal videos, I felt like I was sick a lot, like stuff going on in my body, not like coughing sick, like blood level illnesses. I'm like, it's definitely the smog in the air, 100%. So I feel like I like cleaner air. I like feeling that I can breathe cleaner air, not being there. But I definitely do miss the beach. I think we talked about lifestyle design a little bit too. Just about now when I'm thinking about where do I want to live, it's like, okay, what was it about LA? It was feeling like vacation. Well, how can I make that happen on the East Coast? How can I find somewhere where I feel like I'm waking up? Like I'm looking at a lot of beach towns right now. Fun fact, did you know Chesapeake Beach is not a beach town? There is no public beach in Chesapeake Beach, Maryland.
That's interesting.
It's a marina town. So if you have a boat.
Also, respectfully, as someone who grew up in Maryland, the Chesapeake Bay is brown. Not relaxing to me. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
I've never been.
Well, okay. I just think about when you go to the Inner Harbor, that's technically the Chesapeake Bay.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so the water mostly gives brown. So it's hard even with beaches here, because I feel like the water gives brown. It
does give brown. But we went to Tillman Island. Do you know where that is? By St. Michael.
Okay. Yeah, I know where St. Michael is.
The water was beautiful.
I love that.
And
maybe it's a pollution thing.
That's what I was thinking too. So in my head, Chesapeake Beach, because I was looking on the map to like look for places to live, it was very south. So I was like, okay, you won't have that Baltimore. Yeah. But maybe you do. Yeah. So I want to feel like I'm on vacation. So I'm like, if I can just bring that here, I think God's been like, he's shown me repetitively, like, I have you anywhere you are. And I'm the one fighting it all the time. But it's not the same. Like, let me just get it at the source. He's like, I don't need you there. Now all this Diddy stuff coming out. He's like, I don't need you there.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I definitely think there's a excitement to like, oh, every day feels like a vacation. Yeah. But I think for me, if that's how I felt, I wouldn't get anything done.
I did, because I didn't have the pressure.
I felt like LA did not feel like every day was a vacation to me. It felt like grinding and going after things.
Oh my gosh, we had totally different experiences.
We
never talked about this.
Yeah, it felt like, not in a way that was exhausting, in a way that I desired at the time, in a way that I enjoyed at the time.
Yeah, but I felt that's like a very LA culture.
Yeah, I felt like I was
grinding. That's why dating is so hard.
I mean, yeah. I felt like I was working hard. I was growing spiritually. I was having fun, but like I did feel like, oh, I'm going to this event, I'm going to go have fun, but it's also like kind of a networking thing, or like, you know what I mean? I didn't feel like, and then on the weekends I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go hiking with my friends. Like there were moments that felt like, oh, this is so nice, but I had to take them. But I think that's more of a personality thing than a LA thing.
Because I'd wake up on a Wednesday and be like, Birkin, we're going hiking today.
Right. Love that for you.
Let's go to Alfred and grab a coffee and let's go on a hike.
Right. But I think we also had different jobs. Like I had to still work, and I was working at 9 to 5. So it was like not as
flexible.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would look like for you. Entrepreneurship in LA.
I think it would be fun. I think I just had to be very intentional about, you have to work. Like you can't, like every day can't be just vibing. And if it is just vibing and let's say it's an influencer, I am an influencer or whatever. Yeah. If you're just vibing, you need to be recording just vibing in a way that is editable to make it look interesting. Yeah. Like you can't be just vibing on for vibes' sake. You know what I think
I've thought about you this weekend because Lisa and I have had this conversation recently about how we're type A and type B and type C. And ABCDE, right? And one thing that I've realized being friends with Lisa is how type B I've become, because I used to be ultra type A. And I was thinking about you this weekend because I was just like, I think I maybe even sent you the TikTok of the girl who was like super type B. I'm like, when did I become this person? And I do believe it was my time in LA. I went through a very traumatic life experience where I almost died. And after that, I literally thought about this weekend. I'm like, that is the moment. I was like, F it. Like we're running on vibes. Yeah. I haven't died this far. And I just remember that moment for me being like, okay, well, we'll make it. And now I'm kind of rounding out a little bit more and getting a little bit more responsible. But definitely felt like that living there. When I first moved there, to your point, I was on a grind. I was on a grind my whole time there, but it was a different mindset. It was like a grind. I've never really thought like, I wish I could, about like the influencer way of doing things. Like, I'm gonna go out and shopping. I'm gonna intentionally film a vlog and like plan it out. And this is what I'm filming today. I wish I had more of that, because I ended up filming like everything except food stuff. I thought that was weird. Like restaurants, I never was into that. But, I do feel the grind thing. And then I remember when I had that pivot, it was like 2019 when I had that pivot. I just remember I would film, and then I had this new schedule, which turned out to be the best thing ever. I would like wake up, be done filming. I would vlog. I was in my vlogging season, and that was amazing. Downside of vlogging every day, how I was doing it, there was no filter. There was no editing. Y'all are getting 10 minutes of Stella a day. This is what it is. Bad part is that privacy out the window, because you're quite literally in my life. You're a one day lagged of my life.
If you're not being intentional, you're saying when you're not being intentional,
girl,
about what you're
I would
filming,
wake up, throw that
it.
camera on. Good morning. We're gonna go walk Birkin. I'm about to take a shower. Here's what happened last night. Here's what I did. What, like, so unfiltered, raw, whatever.
Yeah.
But I would be done. So I would do that kind of like vloggy work, make breakfast. I would vlog, breakfast vlog, monetize my whole morning. And then I'd be done vlogging after I got dressed. So then when I got dressed, I would film my YouTube videos, like my haul for the day.
Smart, yeah.
And then I'd be done. And then I'd be done filming or editing, just depending on the morning, by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if I had to edit, probably by 12 o'clock for the day. And I'd be done working by 12 every day.
Right.
And then that's when I would be like, oh.
That is a schedule, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to me, it would just take intentionality. Like, even now, with working a 95, working is what it feels like. Working a 9 to 5, and also still like creating content and figuring out like the next steps for all of that, and like the goals behind all of that. With that in mind, I still have to make like a content calendar. And if I don't make a content calendar for the week, I'm not doing anything. No. And that's the problem. Is it's like if I was doing this as a full-time thing, I know I'm someone who would have to be scheduled and intentional, because if I don't, I just vibe. Because like the times I'm not making content, I'm just vibing.
I feel like you're worth just vibing though.
I am, but there are seasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I'm going to be entering a season where it's like, babe, you can just vibe, and no one will blame you for that.
Right.
But before that, it's like, okay, but until we get to that, you've got to, like, let's be intentional. You know what I mean?
I would just like to pause the break and say, since sitting here with Lisa, I've gotten 2 notifications. Why my phone's not on D&D? Any guesses from the 2 establishments that they're from?
I have no idea.
One is a Shein notification, and one is a Taco Bell notification.
Wow, so me. They know we're together. They're like, I know you're with your friend who loves these things, so here we are.
I have to tell you how God made a lesson out of me.
Okay.
I've never, ever shopped Temu.
Okay.
Ever.
I'm scared too.
I was against it.
Yeah.
Just like seeing just the general concept of it. Never shopped Temu. I was against it, whatever. We got a newsflash. We got a cat. We have a new family member. His name's Kittrell. I'll insert a picture. He's very, very cute. He is 10 weeks old as of yesterday. But Temu had the deals. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to order this Temu stuff. Like, whatever. I ordered 2 things. 2 things were domestically. So they came 2 days. They shipped through Amazon. It was really cool. The other stuff, they're like, okay, it's left the Temu warehouse. What happens? Baltimore's ports go on strike. My stuff is stuck somewhere. And I was like, and you see, that is what we get for shopping on Temu. So who knows? I'll let y'all know if I ever get my Temu stuff. But I was like, and that's God saying, and there's your lesson. So
that's fair.
Yeah. I have one last thing to yap about.
Okay.
Lisa's mom finally made me a blanket. When I first met Lisa K. Satchell, that blanket had me in a chokehold in her apartment. And her mom made one with my aesthetic.
Quite literally, she would come over to my house and be like, where's my blanket? And
Correct.
she was talking about this.
Correct.
So my mom made her one, and I told her the colors Stella likes and to lean into those aesthetics, and here we are.
Speaking of aesthetics.
Oh, that's good. Because I didn't realize what we were talking about.
Wait, I still had to pull my notes, so it wasn't that simple. But we were close. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so excited to talk about today. We're talking about personal style. I have something to say. I went to Quickway. You know what Quickway is?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't know what Quickway is, I just learned about this place. It's a little hibachi fast food Japanese place. And I went to Quickway yesterday, and this girl walked in with a tennis skirt, a top and blonde braids. And I said, is that me?
That's funny.
And like, she was a thick girl. I was like, oh my gosh, I have an aesthetic.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to talk about that today, just about like,
wow, I'd love to piggyback on that already.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So I think I love to give a random compliment.
Okay.
One thing about me, wherever I'm out, I'm like, oh my God, you look so, it's mainly to black women because I am who I am, to be completely honest. And also I don't think black women get their flowers enough and get complimented enough in general. But I love all women and complimenting all women. My God, today. Anyways, but I just like love to give compliments. And I think, just based on what you just said, I should pay attention to who I'm giving compliments to in terms of like their outfits.
Okay.
To be like, oh my God, because I love a vibe. It's not even about what you're wearing. If I get a vibe, I'm just like, you look good. I love your vibe. I don't even say like, I like your outfit. I'm like, oh, I really like your vibe. I don't even, because I want you to know. It's like, it's not just your outfit, it's you wearing it.
Yeah. They're not wearing you.
Right. And also it is mostly very relaxed clothing. So it's like, one thing I will live for till the day I die is a woman, any race, anything, is a woman shopping in Trader Joe's. There's a specific thing about a woman running errands that's just like, she's chill, she's in her vibe, no matter what you're wearing. If you're having a good time, I think you look great.
Right.
Anyways, go on.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about that today because I have been talking about my 30th birthday, which is next year. And I think we've settled, because I'm going to Bali with the girls. Come to Bali with us. We're going to Bali.
How many spots left? Not a lot.
Not a lot of spots left, but I'm going to, actually, when the day this, not promoing at all, it's just coincidence. So before y'all like, okay, y'all set that up. We did not. But the day this goes live, I'm actually dropping it back down to the early bird price.
Oh, that's nice.
So more people could go.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. So we're going to Bali next year. So for my 30th birthday, we're going like, that is kicking off my 30th birthday celebration. So I'm not going crazy or out of the country again for my 30th, because I was like, I just went to Bali. But Lisa and I were talking about an era's birthday party for me. And I didn't realize how many eras I've had in my fashion. And it's just fun. I've been like experimenting with that lately. Like, wow, I really used to, I feel like I've evolved some of my eras too. Like I'm kind of doing the same thing and just a modern version of it, but it's really exciting. Kind of vain, but it's also my 30th birthday. So I'm just gonna let myself have it.
When I turned 25, I did a Jeopardy themed around me.
So it's okay. It's our
I
birthday.
was gonna say, I think it's okay.
Okay.
It's your birthday. Like, it's a celebration of you. We want to talk about you and celebrate you.
Thank you.
That's the point of a birthday, in my opinion. So maybe
my birthday, I'm like, we're gonna run a school drive.
I'm like, talk about me. How much do you know about me?
So I'm gonna put like cards together with my invitation and be like, pick an era.
I love that.
Even to the guys.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do. I feel like they're gonna take my Carl Kanai era where I was like real streetwear.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a safe bet for the guys.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it and I was like, why have I had so many eras? Like, I feel like a lot of people who've been who they are, like they've been Brandy Melville girls, and it hit me. I was like, oh, I've talked about this briefly, but you talk about stuff, but sometimes it doesn't really hit you. And what hit me was that I knew this, it just didn't hit me again. I didn't have a lot of options growing up.
Yeah. In
clothing, not a lot of styles. It was basically you shop at these two stores and that's what you got. And that's it. And so what happened is that I did start shopping at those two stores. I was literally wearing blazers to high school.
Yeah. A terrible era.
If you are young in school and you are plus girl and you wearing cute clothes,
triggered.
Just know you've got it good. I was wearing blazers to high school.
Because you had, like, there was no other, like, well-dressed options. Oh, my God.
Y'all, I don't want to talk about the swimsuits. So... Sorry, I don't want to give you PTSD.
Immediate trauma. Go ahead.
So I was thinking about that, and I briefly have touched on this before. It's like we didn't have options, so now I'm having so much fun in my clothing. Like if people are like, that's too tight, or that doesn't flatter you, that doesn't look good, I'm like, I'm happy. Right, I can try new things. And that is a reason I feel like I've just had eras in my own style, is because there were just so many limited options. And I was going to ask you, like, do you feel like you had that too? But
yeah. Like for me, it's more like, I feel like I dressed like I was 30 for a very long time. Yeah. So by the time I became a real adult and there were more options, I started dressing like a teenager almost, to be completely transparent.
That's why I feel like we're all 30 wearing bows.
Yeah, like really and truly. Like, also, we just want to think of a simpler time. Sometimes I feel like. Yeah. But like, for example, like I really don't like wearing like dress business casual, like in business clothes.
Okay.
And I think it's because when we were growing up, you kind of had to.
The black slacks.
Like if oh my god, wearing dress pants makes me so mad.
Do you remember
like
Gauchos?
now in life. Oh my god, Stella. Literal trauma. Like I know they were like Gauchos making a comeback. I was like, not for me.
Not for me.
Never in my life will I ever wear Gauchos.
First of all, no
ever.
pants fit, so that's why we had to wear Gauchos.
Literally. Quite literally. So anyways, I don't want to wear dress pants ever again in my life. Right. The only time I wear dress pants, not to be morbid, is like at funerals. Because other than that, it's like I wore them to church the other day with like a t-shirt, and I was trying to make a look, but then it fell apart the shoes, because that's the other thing. I also have very big feet. Like I wear a size 14.
You know what they say about
women's.
big feet? A big heart.
Oh, that's nice. Because for women, nothing besides frustration. Because like all my shoes are either heels or sneakers. There's like actually no in between.
I don't want to be like Cinderella.
Okay, great. But sometimes you want to wear a flat shoe, and it's not a sneaker appropriate shoe. So I need to find more shoes
so where
that
are
are
you
my
shopping?
size. Not really. That's the problem, is like Amazon, or whenever you go to like, I got some from, I looked at ASOS.
Okay.
But they
Is it ASOS or ASOS?
One of them.
Right. I keep saying ASOS and people saying ASOS, and I just want to know the truth.
Let's get to the bottom of it. But yeah, I shop there, and they have good shoes in my size, but they're all heels. And then that's why I mostly stick to sneakers, is because like I can get a sneaker. I know.
See no problems.
Yeah, I understand. You don't see a problem, but some of us would like to preserve our feet. Also,
True. Not me needing a podiatrist.
No, crying. But also, like, sometimes at work and stuff, like, they'll have, it's a whole thing, but I'll have to, like, move furniture, or I'll have to bend over and do things. So it's like, I can't even.
Don't they know you're just supposed to be hot working at the desk?
I mean, it's very confusing. Like, truly, that's what I was designed for in this life, is just to be cute. Like,
and hot.
And truly, and to, like, type on a computer, maybe.
We need to get you those annoying keyboards. Like,
no, quite literally. Then they'll be like, this is what she's here for. I get it. Anyways, but yeah, so stuff like that. So I just wish I had better shoe options. So I think I'm opening my mind more to wearing like dress business clothes as like to work, or like to even, I know, that's or like even to like church and stuff. Like I'm opening my mind to making it my own, or making it like more streetwear now. But there was a time where I was like, if I put on another pair of slacks or another pair of dress pants in my life, I'm going to cry. I'm going to lose it.
I'm going to insert pictures of my last day of high school, just so y'all really understand the trauma.
I loved to dress in high school, though.
I looked like my teacher.
Yeah. That was the other thing, is like, people would think I was the teacher. And I would be, and my friends would like think they were being funny. They're like, oh my gosh. Cause we had this one day where we all wore dresses. And of course I had to wear something on my arms. So I wore like a blazer. So I wore a dress and a blazer, and you're right. Like I felt like I looked like a teacher, and they were like, oh my God, I thought you were one of the teachers for a second. And I was like, I know we're joking, but y'all, this is triggering.
The elephant in the room is that we had to stop because our third sister came. And we had to do her hair and makeup because she was going to an event. Mm-hmm. And she's a certified baddie. And we just needed to stamp it a little bit. It took an hour. And then Lisa and I got hungry.
Mm-hmm. I had tacos.
I had nachos. And then we have caffeine in the corner. And then my lips were dry, and I put on a new lip combo. So
welcome back.
Welcome back. Not to be shady or deceptive, but things have happened. Okay.
We were talking about, though, I feel like I grew up dressing business casual and old, like I had a full-time job. So then when I did get a full-time job, and that job did not care if I dressed down, I fully leaned in. Like that's what I feel like when I graduated from, sometime a little bit in college, and then when I graduated from college, I started dressing like so casual.
My frontal lobe just developed.
What?
The reason I always thought and felt comfortable in corporate settings is because I always dressed in a corporate. You know how they say dress for the job you want?
Yeah.
Lisa, the only reason I ever wanted to, and still talk about going corporate, is because that's all I've ever known in clothing.
My God.
That was my literal identity when I looked in the mirror every day.
Mm-hmm. But think about it. I love this dress for the job you want vibe, because I feel like I'm moving into like influencer marketing, influencer management, all that kind of stuff. Whenever you see those girls with their clients, they're dressed
bad.
baddies, but they're not necessarily business, but they're not necessarily not. Yeah. They're like just baddies.
Shout out to Alejandra. We're friends. Mm-hmm. And whenever we were in, like, she does PR for like these companies in New York, and she's just a baddie.
Yeah.
Through and through.
And it's time. Like and also the energy of like those women who like are managers, like talent managers too. Like any person who's like, I am basically helping run your career. Yeah. Every time I've seen them, like, you just look like you're in control. You're like a baddie. You're running things. Like, that's the energy I want to have.
Even assistants, though.
Yeah, true.
Assistants dressed like that, too. So it's just like, who are you around? Right. I miss my assistant so badly. Mm-hmm. This is very off track, but I don't even know what I was watching. Oh, there's this... I almost said Christian TikToker, and we've talked about how I feel about that. But I say that because her husband used to be a pastor, and he got fired. So that's what she is known for. And she is his wife, but she has an assistant, and the assistant has a TikTok channel about just like running her errands and stuff. Mm-hmm. And like, she looked so cute. And so at the end in the middle of the vlog, when they finally got together, she's like, okay, made it back to her house. I'm like, she looks so cute. And I just like miss that energy. Like, I miss my assistant. Haley, I love you so much. And I've made you promises I fully intend on keeping.
One day.
No, literally.
But I also just think, to your point, it's like, just for the job you want, yes. But also, like, dress the way that makes you feel like your best self. Because we've talked about this before on the pod.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I've been going to work lately just like, y'all gonna get what you get today. And that's not the best. I'm trying to work on that.
That's how I showed up hanging out with you on Friday.
Yeah, but
I was so embarrassed.
But I don't think you should have been. Because also, some days I think that's okay. But it cannot become a consistent thing.
Look, I don't agree. And this comes from, shout out to my mom. If you're watching, hey, Mom. So, Mexican culture, get up, get dressed every single day. No questions asked. Okay. As I got older, I relaxed on it. Now, there is an indoctrine thought process I have. So, even the days I don't get dressed, it's in my brain like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're disgracing our family's name. But
deep one, isn't it?
It is. But you look good, you feel good, you are good. That's my merch. Can I make merch for the pod yet, or we're too soon?
Why not?
Okay.
I understand you look good, you feel good. But if some days all you can do is get up and take a shower and be on your way, that's all you have. I think that's a thing too, though. How do you honor that, but also...
How do you honor that? All the days I feel like that, and I force myself to at least shower, throw my hair. A ponytail, y'all laugh. Stella always got a ponytail. Putting on a ponytail takes you from like... to like, oh, she's arrived, even though it's like a really basic and there's so much more I could do with my hair. But I'm saying the days, every single time I have fought through whatever I'm feeling that's down, and I have just put on a 5-minute beat. Like, all the little makeup I do now is literally a 5-minute beat. It's not what I used to do at all. Doing that, I've never regretted it. It's like when people are like, oh, you go to the gym, you're not going to regret it. I've never regretted it. And honestly, my mood lifts. Like, physically, if I were to have a scale from 0 to 100 of points, I could be feeling like a 15, 20. Even if I just did my hair and makeup and felt better and couldn't do nothing else for the rest of the day. I'm sitting at like a 60 now, even if I'm not physically capable of doing anything else.
That's fair.
I feel like it matters. And I feel like I think I'm going through something personally. Are we just going to go there?
If you want to,
we can just go there because I'm very comfortable in the pod now. I feel like I've been victimizing myself a lot, and that's something I've been working through in my spiritual life. And part of that is excusing what I should be doing that's best for myself with how I'm feeling. And I've been really in a season of discipline over feelings, and that I feel aligns with what we're talking about, is when you just don't have it. And there are days I just don't have it. Like, Friday, I did not have it, but could I have? Yes. And that, could I have just spent 5 minutes and I tried to put the ponytail on. I couldn't even put the ponytail on Friday. I quite literally didn't have it because I knew what it would take mentally to do it because of where my hair was at that state. So could I have? Yes. But I've been training myself to stop coddling my feelings so much and doing what's best for myself. And
I feel like I'm in the direct opposite space.
What does that mean? Like, what does that look like? So you feel
I push myself so hard that it's like not healthy.
Do you feel like you push yourself so hard you reprioritize the things in your life? Like, maybe you'll look at it and be like, oh, my makeup is not really a priority that day because this, and this is, or no?
I think I more so prioritize things other people need from me more than what I need for myself.
We can't do that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Even if it comes down to like, like, how do I say this? It's like I don't coddle my feelings in an act to just get things done. So like I would even categorize prioritizing putting on makeup and a ponytail, whatever, that as prioritizing my feelings, because that's about how I'm showing up. Whereas for me, I'm like, just push yourself to show up. That's a problem.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm glad you see that as a problem.
Yeah, I think I definitely, especially recently, I've just been realizing, like, babe, like, think about yourself more. And I thought I was in a good place, but then as more responsibilities are coming up and different things are happening in life, I realized, like, that is an opportunity and an area for growth.
I love it because when you do that, you're forced to be softer. I was thinking about, I haven't been doing my skincare this week because I'm allergic to peanuts. Fun fact about me. And I had something that had peanut flour in it. And so what happens with my body is I don't have like anaphylaxis, thank God. I could, but I usually don't. I usually get hives or have a breakout, and I had a breakout on my face. So I haven't been doing my skincare because I've been using this Korean skincare device, and it like has different lights, and it's been freaking phenomenal. And actually the red light therapy does help your face with inflammation. It helps, but that's not like acne. It's like allergic reaction inflammation. So it's not treated the same. And I took a break, and now I'm like, dang, like I was really, because I have a little app and you check in every day. It tells you what settings to do. And I was like, dang, like prioritizing that. I know for a fact it was taking me 45 minutes to do just my skincare in the morning before all my little breakout happened. And then I know for a fact at night I was spending at least 20 to 30 minutes on my skincare, which is something for me personally I've never done. Like I've never cared that much about my skin. I've never cared that much about my face. And back to like the prioritizing thing, it's like it's forcing me to be soft. Yeah, and because I have to sit there, and typically like my husband will be working at his desk when I'm doing my skincare in the morning, and he's like, I love this for you. I love that you're sitting there and just doing your skincare. And now it's like a new thing for him. Like if I'm stressed out, like your man never wants to see you stressed out either, because he's like, then what am I doing wrong? So that's something like that may be a little like what's gender role-y, but whatever, because that's just how it is. Like in our family, I'll just say that's how it is, because I presented myself. I came into the relationship wanting a soft life. I started last year. That was my New Year's resolution, in case you don't know my story. 2023, I said I want to live a soft life. And the way it's happened is difficult because in nature, I'm taking care of myself, doing things I got to do. And like how we're talking about priorities, it was never always a priority. Like sure, makeup, but what's good on the outside if like you're not really taking care of it? It's like having how I used to have long hair is super damaged. Ooh, I have long hair, but is it healthy? Doesn't matter. And so kind of like same thing with skincare. So now when he's like, if I'm stressed about something, he's like, I just want you to relax and do your skincare. It's like someone else can see in you the things that make you feel good. And I feel like forcing yourself to just stay on this like adventure of it's gonna make you softer by default, because you cannot literally sit there and stress out when you're sitting there massaging your temples or doing gua sha on your face. Like you just can't. So that's a good arc. Yeah, it's a good arc. And that's why I want to get on your tip and start waking up at 5:30. We've talked about this a lot. I've gotten way better. I have to go to bed at 9:30.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is like also the whole like scrolling because you're trying to relax, that thing we've talked about, but it's like, is it relaxing? It's relaxing sleep.
Can I talk about that a little bit? This is off topic, but hey, welcome to the pod. I got off TikTok again, and I just got back on 2 days ago. I'm noticing a pattern now. It's the second time that's happened this year where I've told myself, do not even open the app TikTok. My mental clarity, I'm so much more present. I don't know what to do.
When you're off TikTok, you're more mentally clear.
Like
to be 100%. Completely transparent, especially as an influencer, I think the thing for a lot of influencers has to be you post more than you consume. So it can't be like I'm scrolling every day, because I know that's a good way to keep up with trends and all that stuff, and that's great. But also at the same time, it's like balancing your own mental health. So like if you have to post and then not scroll, that's fine.
But I feel like my best trendy, like, my agents will send me like, oh, this is trending today, whatever. I feel like you don't understand. It's like you have to understand the culture. I'm so Lisa and I are very chronically online people. We understand a lot of the inner workings of what's trending, what's not, why people are saying things. And there is a level of you get it when you're just chronically online. And one thing that I've always said, especially to newer creators, when you're chronically online and you're always on TikTok and you've run through pretty much every video topic that's popping right now, what ends up happening is the app shows you trends earlier, because it's like it shows you like the rising videos before they actually go viral. And then your eye is now trained to see them as that, because you could see the view ratio or the comment ratio, or you could just know like, hey, this is about to be a thing, and it usually is. So there is definitely a benefit to being a creator and being chronically online because you can just spot it. But back to like the real life of it all, I've been talking to Lisa about just like real life versus being a creator. It's like when I don't even open the app and I'm so present in my life and loving all my people, it's just, I want to live by a lake or something with Birkin and throw a ball. Like it's just, it's different. And I think I think the first time it happened, I was like, that's cute. Get back to work. And now that I've gone through it a second time, it's like, maybe this is something really serious. Like this is not that deep to you. But I do understand. I just feel like when you just post and dip, what I used to do is I used to post, spend 5 to 10 minutes responding to comments and then dip. It's cool. But then again, I think it goes back to a culture thing where, there's like a connection thing.
But I think there's also value in like, even when we're talking about like style and everything, it's like style versus fashion. Like, is the whole like fashion is what's trendy, style is like you being you.
Right. No matter what's trending.
Right. Yeah. And I think the same thing can apply to social media. It's like you can be trendy, but you also need to be you. Some people I think are good at prioritizing being them regardless of trends, and that's why it works. Whereas some people like they're trendy and that's why it works. I think there's a power to being it's you and that's why it works.
Wow. That was really profound. That took my breath away. I said, damn. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're talking about now. Is like the second point is developing a signature look.
Yeah, I think that comes down to style, yes. But I think it evolves like you were saying.
My signature looks have 100% style or evolved. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And I think the thing I need to work on is like, how do I put my desired signature style in different level, like different levels of fanciness, because the clothes I wear to work are not the clothes I desire to wear.
Would you wear what you're wearing now to work?
I can't.
Oh, they have a shirt or they have a dress code?
They're supposed to be business casual, and I push the limits by wearing jeans every day.
Question. Do you feel beyond like what you're wearing now, you have a signature look, or would you consider that your signature look?
I think I would consider this my signature look. Like I love a button up and a tank top and some either biker shorts or jeans, like. But yeah, buttons up and tank tops are technically what I wear a lot. If
I was a first grader and my teacher said, draw Aunt Lisa's signature look, I would, yes, put you in that. But Lisa has been shaking up the game this year.
I have.
And you've been really pushing your fashion limits. And I wonder if you, like, in your head when you think signature look, are you talking about keeping elements that you wear now in that kind of look? Because like earlier you were talking about, I wore a dress with something blazer, over it with a blazer, right? Something like that.
I think that's the thing is it's like, how do I take my signature casual look and make it into a font of, okay, she's going out. What does she wear? Like, I've recently been into tennis skirts. I wore one tennis skirt and I said, sign me up. I wore cargo pants one time and I said, sign me up.
They're already out of style, but they're so comfy.
Yeah, but fashion, they're out of fashion, but style, she will continue to wear them. And there's something, and we're moving into fall. Don't even get me started.
That's her month, or that's her season.
Listen, a long cardigan. Hello? Like, I love a long cardigan. Oversized. Like, those kinds of things where it's like mixing an oversized with like a tailored look and like stuff like that. But how do I bring that everywhere? Because I looked at myself at work the other day. I said, I don't want to wear this. But like, these are the clothes that are acceptable.
Right.
It was very much giving, like, I was wearing, those like sheer shirts.
Yeah.
I was wearing that and a tank top and jeans and sneakers. And I said, I'm here, but this isn't what I want to wear.
That's not it.
Like, so.
I think I'm becoming a fall girl.
I love that for you. Welcome.
I'm only becoming a fall girl because my favorite summer to dress in used to be summer, or my favorite season used to be summer to dress in because I could just be naked. And then I got a little bit more modest and I'm like, well, what do I do? Like this last summer and this summer were a train wreck because I'm like, well, what do I wear?
Yeah.
And then the hottest things I felt sexy in were basically nothing. So I was like, all right. But now in fall, I could still be a little less modest with my short skirts and my thigh-high boots. It's still giving sexy. It's still giving her.
But it's still giving she's covered.
Correct. But you know what that means? What? I can't do that in the summer. So I'm either going to have to do it in spring or fall, and it don't work in the spring. So I think I'm a fall fashion girl now.
Yeah, you love a thigh-high.
I love a thigh-high. I love the euphoria. Fantasy. It is euphoria. Like in my head, it was, when people listen to music and they see colors, like synthesize.
Yeah. I don't know the word, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's how I feel like that. I got that when you talked about fashion right now.
Yeah.
In a thigh high. It's like there is something. What can I? It's like cherries on cheesecake. It just works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the cheesecake is the boot. And you just change your topping. You can do a short dress. You can do a little skirt. You could put jeans in. Oh my gosh, you could take it. I feel like that would be you, a thigh high and a jean.
I would love to do a thigh high. It's just the feet situation again that we talked about previously.
So there's a brand called Wider. I think there's something, but you don't have wide feet though, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's a brand called Wider. I think they only make wide feet, but they go up to 15. Smash shoes.
Oh, they go up to 15. That's nice.
I've never done Smash shoes, but we've been talking. They want to send me a pair of boots. So I think I'm going to let them.
Tell them you have a friend.
Maybe they'll send you, maybe I'll tell them to send you, because I think they go to a 15. And so maybe they could send you a pair of boots too. Oh my gosh. And we should wear them on the pod.
We could also we'll talk about it, but we can make content for them with like, if you have big feet, and then we'll wear the same shoes. And
you want to do free UGC work?
Sure.
I love Lisa's heart.
If they give me a pair of shoes at this juncture, I'll do it.
That's how I feel. So like, just a side quest on fashion. I've gotten to a place now where I do so much free work for companies because I'm like, at the end of the day, whatever contract's gonna come through is gonna come through.
Yeah.
But if like someone like Lisa is shopping and she's like, dang, I really don't know where to get shoes, and you come across my video and it's a smaller brand, then okay. Like,
no, yeah, I agree.
I don't care. Like, this is so. There was a time in my
it's
career,
more about the cause.
It's literally about the cause. I used to be so nitpicky and like about like when I first, like, we're talking 2017. I used to be like, no, like, you at least got to pay me like $100 back then. Now it's like, life is lifing for everybody, not person. Just the consumer, the brands too, especially smaller brands. Because I think the big thing is like big corporations are struggling because all the top people are still taking so much profit and then price gouging everybody else to supply that profit. So that's it. But a small business is not. They're trying to actually survive. Yeah. And have you seen the Rebdolls situation going on? They had to do a Kickstarter.
Oh, because it's so. I was gonna say embarrassing, but it's just very sad.
It is. It's sad because it's more annoying to me. It's not sad. First of all, love Rebdolls.
No, me too. That's why I'm saying it's sad because it's just like they have good stuff.
Yeah, and like so,
it's disappointing that they had to do that.
There's so many. Like Stella has a series right now of her calling investors, and they're giving like on the phone calls, they're telling her why no, like no one's investing in Plus clothing right now. It's so freaking annoying. But if you want to see the Kickstarter, I'll put it down below. I look at companies like Rebdolls who are like, yo, we literally just got to kickstart this joint. And it's really being supported. Yeah. Which I love. And then
I'm just sad they had to go to that.
I'm sad that they had to go to that too, because they used to be like a publicly traded company. Yeah. And so it's like,
and they're good clothes.
They're great. Honestly, oh my gosh. Can I just show you? Hold on. This is such a sidebar, but I have to show you this dress I want. It's this snake freaking. Yeah. Okay. Talk about eras. I used to have an era where I was in a halter era. Okay. Because I realized it lifted your boobs with no bra. I hate wearing a bra. So I was like, oh, when I discovered halters. Okay, yeah, Rebdolls. It already popped up. There it is. Okay, Griselle, the CEO of Rebdolls, actually wore the dress. I'm very
it is cute.
She's serving body in this. Hello, I'm in it. I'm in it. So I don't know how we got on that dress, but yes, link in the dress is in the bio, but not the bio, in the description. But what this is all bringing me to is my eras. We have different eras, and I am proud to say I have eras because I've taken a lot of public risks that may not be enjoyed by a lot, but I don't think it's for the world to understand, which is fine. But I don't think there's anything wrong. And I hope that before there's a huge regression, because we're seeing the regression of plus size fashion before our eyes, I really do hope that people take more risks in their fashion now. Because things like this is not a joke. This is not a game. This is people's monies, businesses, lifelines. Yeah. Going down the drain. Legit. And like life, like they are cries for help. Like this is not it. And I feel so blessed and fortunate to live in a time where I got to experience stores pop up with totally different styles. Like you could do streetwear, you could do glam, you could do whatever, and you could play in that affordably. You could play in that. And now this is happening, and I think we want to be hopeful. Like, oh no one will really go out of business. No one will really, they're going to be around because there's always going to be big girls. That's not it. Yeah. Y'all do realize there were fat people when there were no plus size clothes too, right? So saying that to say, like, once I saw Fashion to Figure legit go out of business,
Yeah,
that sounded the alarm for me. Guys, that's like literally like Lane Bryant going out of business.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't make sense. And it was the biggest red flag for me. So, Lisa, do you feel like you've had eras? What's your fashion eras tour? Walk me through it.
I think I'd like to start it post high school.
Yeah, please. Not even college too? You think it changed?
No, I'm saying post high school in college.
Okay.
There was a lot of crop tops between, like, quite frankly, 1 or 2 years ago, and starting in college. So I loved a good crop top. A-line skirts.
Please.
And dresses were a thing for a little bit. They called it, at Torrid, they called it the skater. They still might call it that. That was a thing for me. Sneakers have always been a thing, but at first it was Converse, then it became like Dunks and like Nikes.
Are you like a sneakerhead?
I don't. Again, it's a shoe size thing. It's not really. Sometimes it's a style thing. Like, I do love a good pair of sneakers, but I don't want to always be wearing sneakers anymore. So I guess it was a thing, but I wouldn't be able to tell you those are the Air Jordan number 5s. 55s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you that. But I did love a good pair of sneakers, and I still do.
Yeah.
But I do think I need to diversify a little bit.
Okay.
There was that era. That's really it. Plaid shirts have been a consistent thing. Button-ups have become more of a thing recently. Cardigans have become more of a thing recently.
I cannot.
What?
With the cardigans.
Okay.
But wait, what's your eras? Like, okay, college, you were wearing crop tops?
No, I think I've had the same. I just realized I've had the same clothes for a long time. I just think I've been doing what we were talking about earlier, which is like just wearing it in different ways throughout my time having them. Because like now it's like I have crop tops, but obviously I can't wear them as often as I used to.
We love a sustainable queen.
Yeah, thanks. But it's more like, yeah, I like what I like, and I've been wearing the same stuff for a while. Like, even the shirt I have on right now, this plaid shirt, I feel like I've had it since college. So I'm pretty consistent in the things, but it's how I wear them. The plaid shirt around the waist, consistent.
When I dress like Lisa, that was the comfiest day of my life.
You see? And that's the thing. It's like, sometimes comfort's more important. Sometimes it's like, because it was in style. But then once it's no longer technically in style, I'm like, but I still like that. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Amen.
So
I would like to make an observation. I think because of the career I chose, that me having eras came with the career, and it made me realize I don't think it would have happened if I didn't do what I did for work.
That's fair.
Because one, a lot of viewer input was put into what I was wearing, because me and my followers are very clear in communication. We don't like the same things. Yeah. I wear things they hate, but I also am like, hey, I will wear what you guys like, because if I'm your mannequin, I'll wear what you want so you can see if you like it on you or not. Yeah. That's a very clear communication thing. But I think what that did is that pushed the boundaries, because I would have never ordered the stuff they like. Yeah. Or I would never try something, or I just never pushed myself. And I think that's where these eras came from. It's like someone's like, hey, like, I'll get a link in my DM. Hey, can you try this? I really like it. I don't know if I want to wear it on me though. I don't know if I want to commit to it. And so what that's done is it's kind of forced me to try different styles and have a streetwear moment. So just having like my followers request different options just gave me an opportunity to try new things. And I think this whole conversation is making me realize that that's like a privilege I didn't realize I went through. Not that I took it for granted or anything, just that I wasn't aware that, hey, if I never took that path in life, I could have been wearing the same stuff from high school. And just said, hey, and I think it's a comfort thing too. And that's my whole point in all this, is like, when you're a youth, you develop who you are, your sense of self, your sense of creativity. And when imagine every plus girl being told to wear the same things from the two options we have available, right? Everyone's kind of like herded in one lane. And it is going to be an intentional thing, because if not, that's just who you think you are, because that's who you told you're supposed to be. So I think there is room right now to express yourself creatively, but I would just say hop on it, even if that means thrifting, even if that means taking these end of business sales, whatever, because plus fashion is regressing a little bit. And I just think it's very important to allow yourself to be pushed to the limits.
Yeah. And I think for me, I think the thing has been making my style fit into different environments. So like, especially like the journey of like modesty, but also how I do want to look fly and I want to look cute. Like, what does that look like and the balance of it? And the thing that's hard when we talk about like modesty is the body type of it all. Because it's like, I'll go to church and I'll look around and just be like, okay, what are people wearing here? Mm-hmm. Just like, so I can know what the vibes are, because I'm fairly new to the church I've been going to. And I could want to wear a bodycon dress. I can't wear that to church. The people are like, it's just, I can wear whatever I want to church, come as you are, but I also know better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if I wore a bodycon dress, I know with my hips, with my butt, with my boobs, it's not the same as someone who's like really skinny and has no real curves wearing a bodycon dress. We could wear the same dress to very different not reactions, because nobody's going to say anything, but it's the level of appropriate. You know what I mean?
Have you seen those videos of the teachers wearing really appropriate clothing, but because they have hips and butts and stuff, the people are like, oh, are you dress code, or I don't want my kid's teacher looking like that. It's like she literally is wearing a school appropriate outfit. She's
wearing jeans, dog. Like, I don't know. She has a butt. Yeah. I don't know what you want to do about that. Right. So I think that has been something for me too, where it's like, I know what I want to wear. And even like for me, if I wear a V-neck, it's a regular V-neck, boobs out, like at work. Yeah. And I'm like, this isn't appropriate, but what else am I supposed to do? Right. Like, I'm wearing clothes. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I also don't want to be like, I don't want to be having my stuff all out. Right. But then it's like, it's like, for me, it's mastering how to balance all the things at the same time. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, it's modest, but it's also appropriate for the environment I'm in. Because like, if I'm going out to like mini golf with friends and it's like a night out, I'm gonna wear the tennis skirt. Right. I might wear not low cut, but you might see some boobs, and that's okay, because also she's single. And even when I have a man, I'm still gonna dress cute, like for him and just in general. Like, but I know this, I probably shouldn't wear like a short tennis skirt to church, because that just doesn't feel right.
I have something to say on this modesty tip. Mm-hmm. I decided over this weekend that I am going to wear a bikini next summer. I think I overcorrected in my fashion when I gave my life to God. And I was like, and I think it's been great. Like,
which is fine if that's your style and that's the level of conviction you have. But if like you don't feel convicted in that way and you just overcorrected off of your own vibes, then like that's a different conversation. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a conversation with God that everyone should have, especially once you start walking with God. Because you're just like, I want to understand how to do this right. Yeah. And like, it comes from a very good place. And for me, it didn't become a question until I got on staff at a church. And then once no longer being on a staff at a church, I was like, well, I do still want to honor that this is a place of worship and it's a sacred place. So how do I honor that with the way I dress? So it's a whole thing for me of like still understanding it for myself right now.
I think my next quest is I want to be the most fashionable person when I walk into a room. Okay. I think I'm there.
I would like to look styled all the time. Don't have to be the most stylish but I want to feel like I have a style.
You know what I feel like? This whole conversation, I feel like this discovery period I went through, I feel like that was like high school, middle school. And I'm ready to like go to college and like know who I am. That's what we got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find us anywhere you listen or watch podcasts.
Yeah, and you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Repost Pod.
Stay fly.
Till you die.
I was going to say something about dying, and then I was like, well.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly. I look good.
Look good, you feel good, you are good.
Flag. Wish you could. I look fly.
I'm dropping merch.
Good. Okay. Yeah, about like what?
Look good, you feel good, you are good.
Support It's a lot of words. We'll work on it.
Like, okay, but imagine. What if it just said good and it said look, feel, you are?
We'll workshop it. Okay. There might be a front and a back.
I don't like backwards on a shirt. Back to fashion and style. First of all, I don't like graphic tees.
So what are we talking about?
Like, I like a good statement piece, like for the cause. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Bye.